Hello, my name is Ellanor and I'm going to be interviewing people about the racism on football. I'm with Zach Farrell and I'm going to be asking him some questions.
What's up?
Okay, what is your opinion on the increase of racism in sport/football?
It's getting too much now, isn't it? Like, it's just ruining the game. You can't be expecting players to go out there and play in a full 90 minutes and take the abuse they do.
What actions do you think we do to stop the increase of racism in football?
I feel like, if they're being racist during the games, then the FA need to give a ban to say fans can't come to certain games or something, and then eventually it will die out because you've got people paying good money and it's getting ruined by certain individuals.
Do you think the officials should be more aware to the racist abuse by fans towards the players?
I don't really think it's the job of the officials. I think it should be the stewards and that should be looking out for obviously fans that are being racist, but there's obviously so many people in the crowd that you can't really do much about it, unfortunately.
That's true. Chelsea fans were found to call Mo Salah a bomber. What do you think the Premier League should do to raise more awareness on racism?
They should start a campaign, and then they should give the fan that he said Mo Salah was like a bomber. I think he should get a lifetime ban for doing that, because same as last season as well with Raheem Sterling, doing monkeyness something like that. So it provoked Sterling to be the person he is right now, being an ambassador for people who are.
Do you think UEFA should allow the free warnings rule to stop racism in football?
They should use the free warnings.
What else do you think we should do that can raise awareness towards racism towards players?
They're a charity for the Premier League, so that people who are main ambassadors like Sterling and Salah or other people who've been targeted for racism should start a campaign or a charity to stop racism in football.
Yeah.
Because Sancho said in the England game, said that if he liked football a lot, and he's saying that why we should play football if this thing's carrying along. So I agree with what he's saying.
Do you think racism in football has increased throughout the years or decreased?
I think it has increased because since time years ago, when Balotelli was in AC Milan, and then I think some team from the Serie A said couldn't throw a banana at him, and even in Spain in La Liga against Barcelona versus some Spanish team, I think someone threw a banana to Alves.
Yeah.
So that's what.
Okay. Well, thank you. Okay. What is your opinion on the increase of racism in football?
It's bad.
What is your opinion on the increase of racism in sport?
I think the increase in racism over the years has gotten to the point where it's becoming a financial problem, not only for the teams that are playing, but for football in general. And the way they're dealing with it is not always the best way. Yeah. They're trying to do the most actions they can, but there's no way you can really silence it for what they're doing, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
But I think the increase in it is really bad. It is really, really bad.
I agree. And what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I think the increase, everyone knows that racism is bad, but I think the way they're dealing with it isn't the right way to go about things. Rather than giving teams a one-game stadium ban, they should be giving out 5-10 game stadium bans. So people would, in the end, the majority of the fans are going to get sick of the racist minority and kick them out before anything like that can happen. So,
how do you think we could increase it as fans? How do you think we could all come together, and
I think
change it?
What doesn't help is the amount of racist chants there are. So if the people don't join in with the chants as much, the noise will get less and less, and then eventually it'll be blocked out.
Yeah.
And just come in with an open mind instead of being offensive to all the players and stuff. I think that's how to deal with it.
And what about you? Obviously, the chanting's a big thing. Anything else?
Well, yeah, like I was saying, if the whole team and all the fans are getting punished for it, in the end, the rest of the fans are going to start pointing out the racist one. So I think the best way to deal with it is with everyone else pointing a finger at the person who is, being racist or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
and that will hopefully stop it. But